Yeah, she's calling back. We're going to try to give her a call again, and then she just added another phone number to the 13-year-old grandson who's possibly with the daughter. Step out with this.
2412.
Veteran crisis hotline's calling in, so they have a female veteran off her medication. She's at work to safe haven. Attacking 12, take a check that one out.
6 Rumble, 2 point start, take a shot.
Officer still stands for talk? No. Offender in custody?
Temporary.
Thanks. Anyone else close, might just do something, let me know. First number. 10-4. 42 units are okay over there? Someone shot there.
Alright, the ET doesn't take pictures of the, is it domestic related? She's calling back. We're going to try to give her a call again, and then she just added another phone number to the 13-year-old grandson who's possibly with the daughter. Step out with this.
2412.
Veteran crisis hotline's calling in, so they have a female veteran off her medication.
$250K, $250K, $250K. Have you seen me? Hopefully. Prayers. Want to say thank you all for going and supporting the show over there at Seth's. I want to say thank you to Tony for the invitation. We had to support and chat this evening, but we were definitely there. Green wave, baby. Green wave. Want to say contribution call out real quick to Sunday last night. She did a cash app, so thank you very much. I want to put this up there for you real quick. I want to say thank you for that. Also, thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. I just wanted to hang out with you guys for a little bit. And I wanted to, hang out and chat and support. And it was definitely tough, when you think about, any parent losing their child or their child is missing. Anything traumatic with a child, you definitely have to feel. We brought it up last night. Christmas. I know February 26th is when was reported. I've always went with the 25th, as in that was the last date that he was actually, quote, seen. And the 25th is obviously Christmas, and so you just got to send extra prayers because it's going to be an extra hard day. Not only it's going to be 10 months since he was last seen. Texas Roadhouse footage, but also it's a holiday, so definitely send some extra prayers. But I kind of, when we hung out for a little bit last night, I kind of brought up the question, and I ever since we watched that video a couple weeks ago when Seth said that he had a renewed faith in law enforcement, definitely, even doubled down with definitely. And ever since we watched that a couple weeks ago, as someone who's been there from the beginning, as you've kind of, as time has gone on, you kind of seen some things, over time, and, really it's been since April that he has had faith in law enforcement, even, at different speeches, it's like, come on. And so, when we heard that a couple weeks ago on that WKRN interview, it was like, man, what What could it be? So we brought it up last night. I just kind of wanted to have a quick show with you guys and allow you guys, if you had an idea of what it could be, I'd like to hear from you because honestly, I've been I've been asking, you know, because it wasn't. I brought this up last night. It's not Green Hoodie because Green Hoodie was already, you know, put to bed from law enforcement all the way in the beginning. So it couldn't be Green Hoodie. Now, sorry. Now, ever since May, I've just felt every day since May, each day that passed, that has gotten to today, each day it's stronger that it's an abduction to me. And so when you listen to what he said in that interview, and he said also you could be the next person to see Sebastian, my brain went ring a ding 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 ding. That means, and then I'm already bringing up the other SOSA crap that's going on around that area. I was even hearing stuff before we even knew who Sebastian was when we were searching for Riley Strain. I was hearing a lot of stuff from people in Nashville. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that kind of stuff. And so I think that's why in May I kind of got to that feeling that it has to do something with something like that, was because a lot of the knowledge that I learned from the community in Nashville and then started to learn after that as we started to get into Sebastian's case and searching and all that. And so when you hear the words, you could be the next one to see him, to me, that was like, well, I'm thinking that it already had to do with something like this. Maybe now there has been some busts. There's been a lot of investigations of stuff like that. There's been a lot of stuff, you know, coming out to the public when it comes to these investigations that involve these kind of activities. It's even on the hush more than a lot of the other stuff because of how they have to approach the investigation when it comes to these webs. And so to me, it was like, well, maybe the renewed faith in law enforcement is in fact one of the victims that they saved from one of these investigations and busts that they did. Maybe one of the victims recognized Sebastian. Maybe that's where that renewed hope has been from. Now, even though I felt that way, when I heard both of those things in that interview, you still have to, well, what else could it be? What else could it be? It's not Green Hoodie, we know that, because he said law enforcement. Law enforcement already put the Green Hoodie to bed in the very beginning and then here recently. So it's not Green Hoodie. What else could it be? Now, I want to show a picture real quick because I couldn't even believe that this made the rounds today. And when we're talking, really, it just pulls up. When I had this break, I really like I said last night, I dug deep into the mind, into the heart, and into the soul. And it brought up a lot of awarenesses that I really am not enjoying because I'm seeing I'm seeing a lot of these people literally. It's a conversation that we had last night about the chipping away at the armor. The emotions going up and down and left and right and side to side, and you're just chipping away at the armor. And I seen this morning, and I was just like, the ugly of this world, and the fact that people are just using a victim's name. What do you think? I just want to I want to ask you. We're going to get through these pictures, and then I'm going to open up the phone line. But what if you had a missing child and somebody dropped a picture? This could be Sebastian, when it's clearly not, and it's clearly doctored in order to make it look like a possibility, just like these other pictures, just for people to get attention. Hey, it could be this victim. Imagine yourself being that parent. You haven't seen the picture yet. You got somebody messaging you. Hey, guess what? Could this be your missing child? Could this be your missing child? And you're like, oh my gosh, it's almost been 10 months. I just want to find my baby. Yes, let me see. It's disgusting. It's so disgusting. And this awareness, it disgusts me more than it used to when I see human beings doing this shit. I don't like it. I don't like seeing more ugly. You know what I'm saying? And this is the photo I'm talking about. It sure looks like Sebastian Rogers to me. Let's darken it up a little bit. So, because his hair is obviously reddish over here. He's standing next to a lady that has red hair. That's probably his mother. Okay? Standing next to a lady that has red hair. Probably his mother. It looks like he has reddish hair too, and the light from the restaurant is shining more on his hair than it is on her hair. And so therefore, that's why it looks a little brighter. But let's go ahead and darken up this one so we can make it look, and this is why I'm saying. Imagine if you're the parent of a missing child and somebody, hey, is this your baby? Is this your baby? The ups and downs, the chipping away at the armor, when these people are just literally trying to get attention for their own personal gains, using a victim's name and pulling at the heartstrings of the loved ones, the people that really care. There's people out here on all these platforms that really care. You guys care, right? You guys care, right? How does it make listen, you don't Sebastian's not even your child. And how does it make you feel when, hey, guess what? Do you think this is Sebastian? And then you look and you go, just like with me. I see this picture, I automatically go to I'm like, what? Oh, it's chipping away at this armor too. And Sebastian's not even my child. Imagine what it's doing to the loved ones. And this is the stuff that I'm talking about. This is the stuff that I was talking about last night. If you didn't see it, check it out. It's only an hour and a half and it had a lot of conversation in it. And it's not with just Sebastian's case. This is with all of these cases. What the hell is wrong with humanity these days? If you want that much attention and you're willing to go to these kind of avenues and these kind of tactics to do it, go join a fucking circus. Go join some kind of parade. Go join a traveling carnival. Go join any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Get up on a open mic night at a comedy club if you want that kind of attention. Why? Listen, when you come across this photo, why are you even hashtagging Sebastian's name? Let's be real. When you're coming across this photo, why are you even tagging Sebastian's name? Why are you getting Seth and Chris and Katie and whoever, even you, I care. I care. That's why no matter how I'm treated from certain individuals, it doesn't matter to me. It's about Sebastian. It has always been about any of these victims' families and communities. You know, there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people out there that'd be like, oh, you know what? I'm blocked, so I just won't help. No, I still have continued to help. I've been ignored, I've been bashed, I've been all that shit made up, I've had all this shit, and I'm still there. Caring for Sebastian, because it's always been about Sebastian. I don't give an F about anybody else because the only thing that matters to me is Sebastian. So when I wake up in the morning and I see this shit, what the hell is wrong with people? Hashtagging Sebastian, getting people's hopes up. It sure looks like Sebastian to me. Well, I don't know. I need a new prescription, but it ain't that damn bad, y'all. It ain't that bad. And these are the people that have huge voices. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I really don't. But back to my original question. What do you think the renewed faith in law enforcement. Again, it's been since April since there's been faith in law enforcement from Seth. I've already told you guys what I thought maybe it could be. I've told you guys since May what I've thought took place. That's why I said I don't really feel like any of the parents had anything to do with it other than little teeny mistakes that led to an opportunity for an abduction to take place. Little mistakes that led to an opportunity for an abduction to take place. Backdoor in video games, and I've been saying it since May. And that comes from knowledge of searching and digging in to information. That's just my personal opinion. So, what could this renewed faith be? It's not Green Hoodie. What else could it be? I told you I think it's abduction. I think a victim during one of their investigations. Noticed Sebastian. They came across the victim. Hey, guess what? Did you see? Does this person look familiar? Yeah, I thought I saw. Now, obviously, we won't know. That's stuff that somebody would, law enforcement would probably be like, hey, no. Don't even bring it up. I don't know what else it could be. Open line of communication brings. I mean, that could probably be it. If it's. But this is where I'm coming from though too, because remember, and we can play this. We can play it real quick. We'll play it real quick. I want you guys to hear it. It's only a couple minutes. Not only says definitely renewed faith, but also you could be the next person to see him. So, the next person. That's where I'm like, wait a minute. The next person. And that's where the idea came from of, I wonder, because I've been seeing, if you're following the local news and stuff like that, I've been seeing different things popping up in that area. I've been, when it comes to certain investigations that have to deal with kind of what I've been thinking since May, and it's like, okay, interesting. You know what I mean? And then you hear the words, you could be the next one to see him, and it's like, somebody noticed him? Wait a minute. So there was a bust that recently took place around this time period, and there's at least 50. Okay, there's at least 50. At least 50. And any of those 50, maybe, yeah. Because like I said, they go from one location to another location. Do you remember him? Hey, have you seen him before? Do you recognize him? Yeah, I actually think I said. Okay, who did he go with? Where did he? How long was he there? You know what I'm saying? What did you? I don't know. I don't know what else, but we'll listen to that real quick, so you guys can hear it, and then I want to hear from you guys, and then we'll see you again tomorrow night. We're going to hang out for a little bit. Here's this.
His father, Seth, says a recent meeting with law enforcement has restored his confidence in their case.
Today, they have renewed my faith that they are definitely focusing on bringing my son home.
Seth didn't give any details on what was said in their meeting. Sebastian was last seen on February 26th in Hendersonville, nearly 10 months ago. The reward for information on Sebastian's whereabouts increased last month up to $200,000.
I thank the public for the support that they are giving me, and they continue to. Keep your eyes open. You could be the next person that might see him.
Do you see where I'm coming from? You could be the next person to see him. So when I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, wait a minute. The next person to see him? That's when I was like, whoa, wait a minute. So maybe a victim that they saved in one of their investigations said, yes, I recognize him. So that's where I'm coming from, and that's why I'm saying that when it comes to what do I think is the renewed faith in law enforcement since April, because since April they weren't doing their job. We've heard it. What could be, and I'm like, bam, bam, I just showed you. And it was like, kaboom, kaboom. What? Wait a minute. What's up, Yoli? Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. What? So it's like, what could it be? And that's when all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's got to be this. Somebody, did you recognize him? Yes. And all of a sudden, kaboom. Now, it could be more of an open line of communication. That could be it as well. It could be. Very well could be. But it would have to be something huge. Open line of communication, would that be time? Listen, if it was open line of communication, wouldn't time, and not that it's not, because it could be, but check this out. If it was just an open line of communication and it's been since April, don't you think he would need some more time to have some renewed faith? Because if it's been since April, I don't know. If it was me, I'd be like, okay. I mean, you're telling me you're going to have an open line of communication, but I don't know. I ain't been getting shit since April. I don't know. I'm going to have to wait at least a month or two before my faith is renewed in you, because I've been screwed this whole time. That's where I'd be coming from. So I don't know, but it could be. Maybe they cleared him. I haven't heard it. They haven't had a statement. They haven't had a statement. But are they? Listen, these are all, I want to know what you think. These are all options, but to me, I'm just like, what else could it be? It could be those things, but when are they going to come out with the statement? You know what I'm saying? Hey, wait until after the holidays and we'll come out and say that you're cleared. Seth has been begging to be cleared for months because he can't get certain things unless he's cleared, certain help. That's why he's been begging for it. So don't you think he'd be like, oh, if you're going to clear me, why can't you just announce it today? Why can't you announce it Monday morning? Maybe Monday morning we'll wake up, but wouldn't he have been cleared? This interview was 2 weeks ago, 13 days ago. Wouldn't he have been cleared in the last 2 weeks? So then I go back to it again and I'm like, what else could it be? What is this renewed faith? Criminal investigation, Vaughn? Could be. Oh, they're definitely keeping it. That's why when it comes anybody that's asked me like how long do you think it's gonna, when it comes to those kind of investigate, and those things take a long time. When I first started getting into true crime on the show, uh I was I was already digging into Delphi. There was, you know what I'm saying? When you're looking at those kind of networks and Keegan and Tony and all those people, when you're looking into those kind of networks and how deep it is, and when it comes to these apps and all these different things and how they bypass laws and they have shit in overseas so you can only do certain things legally and just all this crazy stuff, and you start looking into all these rings and things like that, that's one of the cases that really got me to dig into that. Like, I'm like, what the heck? Like, it really, like, man, the spider webs in that. And so when you're talking about those kind of investigations, they have to keep all of it to the best. I mean, because with these kind of networks, the trafficking and abduction and all that, with these kind of networks, the pedos, man, this is the reason why there's so many, and with every new day of better technology, it's just more access for these creeps to be able to, you know what I mean? It's discussed, and that's why they got to keep it close, because they work underground. They're when you're working underground, you're listening for the vibrations from above. You know what I mean? So when there's a little vibration coming from above, they know all the tunnels underground. They know where to go and hide, and they, that's why they got to keep it. That's why I think that's another reason why I've thought since May it comes to some kind of abduction, and like I said, the last 7 months, it's just continued to get stronger every single day in that direction, small with the manhole, small percentage. But when it comes to what really I think took place, it's like I said, backdoor and access to internet. I brought up my own parenthood, with hey, did you lock the door? Yes, Dad. And then I go to change laundry and I go to, what the heck? It's not locked. She's just being lazy. Thought the back door, maybe the thump was the back door shutting when the people took him. Fell asleep on the couch. You know, I thought it was locked. Access to video games when Sebastian is asking for his birthday to have friends. You don't think he would have tried? Like, come on. What do you think these people on these electronic devices that are able? I mean, hell, how many of you parents can say right now that your child has gotten a message from probably a freaking pedo on their crap? Hey, what's your address? Hey, how old are you? Hey. It happens. You don't think he would have tried to be he don't know anybody any better. He don't know any better. He was at what child? That's how much it hurts you. What child asked for friends for his birthday? You don't think he's gonna, and he don't know any better. That's where other things come into play. He don't know any better. You don't think yeah, this is my friend. I know there's parents out there where their child has gotten a frickin' message from you're like, no. Asking how old and where are you from and all that. It's horrible. I don't know what else it could be. Open line of communication. You got to give me some more time. You know, could it, we're going to clear you. Why didn't you clear me 2 weeks ago? Why? Because I've been asking for a long time. I need to get this extra help, and I can't get it help if I'm not cleared. It's been 2 weeks. You could be the next one to see him. Wait a minute, somebody else already seen it? What else could it be? What else could it be? If you want to call in, you're more than welcome. The phone number's up there, 330-510-1110. It was mentioned Seth had 3 more meetings with them since the meeting on Sebastian's birthday. Since April. There's a lot of stuff that's been said since April. Now, the meetings? Could they be? Hey, we came across this investigation. We saved this victim. This particular victim recognized Sebastian. Could that be in the meetings? Of course. I think it's deeper than that. I think it's deeper than, why haven't they cleared him, right? What good do meetings do if they haven't cleared you? Why haven't they cleared you? Yeah, we just have to go to the extra to monitor when it comes to kids and technology. That's right. Because it's so dangerous out there, man. You know what I mean? And you think about even just like, with Keegan and Delphi and the fake app and the messaging and they're trusting this person that they're, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's a sick world out there, man. And you really do have to monitor. You really do. It's a very dangerous place. Even as an adult, seriously, even not just, I mean, shoot, how many there's I think how many times in the last week or two I've seen two unalivings that had to deal with dating apps. Three of them, I think, actually. That had to do with dating apps. It's like, what? You can't even take an Uber, you know? You can't even take an Uber. What are you supposed to do? But especially for children. There's something in that area. Let me see what it was. It was there was something that just happened in that area. They just busted some kind of in Nashville. This guy lost his sister, Middle Tennessee, been fighting child exploitation and trafficking since 2020. His sister was kidnapped in Memphis and later unalived. And he's talking about the gangs in Tennessee that are committing these crimes. It's a dark neighborhood. It's middle upper class dark neighborhood. You're going to tell me that somebody that doesn't have ill intentions isn't creeping through the backyards, seeing what doorknobs will turn. Just shake it just a teeny bit to see. Memphis is rough. I know, we were there. Memphis is. Yeah, that's one of the only few locations where people were like overly reaching out during the time there. They're like, yo, just making sure. Like, yeah, we're good. But I don't know. The renewed faith, do you think it is just contribution call out guidance? Hold on one second, because I'm going to ask you the question. What? And thank you for the kind words in the super chat. What is the renewed faith since April of this year? 8 months. More than 8 months, almost 9. What is the renewed faith? Where did it come from? When you could be the next one to see Sebastian, did somebody recognize him? You know what I'm saying? What could be the renewed faith? Just the meetings? Also, abduction or what? What's up, Narch? Canadian true crime. I appreciate that, Busby. That would probably get me shut down like Luigi. Yeah. I read it. Let me see here. Hold on. Can I here? Let me see if I can. Yeah. Yeah. The internet. The more the what's up, tatted mama? The more you're good, dude. I saw all those words. I was like, yeah, I'll get shut down like Luigi. Speaking of, I do have to delete those videos too, because it ain't that important to me. But what's the renewed faith? It's got to be something more. There's got to be something. I know it's probably something where it's like, yo, don't say nothing to nobody, you know. Just like the CPS reports, you can't say nothing legally, otherwise you'll get in trouble. So there's got to be something that was. But then, if it was something like that, like, so say that was it, right? Say that what I'm saying was it. And this is what don't make sense either now. It's like say that was it. Well, then wouldn't he be cleared? Right? If they were yeah, they can't discuss it for yeah. That's what I'm saying. Cuz really, when you look at these networks, it's like I said, when they hear a little bit of vibration up above, they're already running into their tunnels. That's when you're working underground. He would have to be. Like, what? What could the conversations even be? You know what I mean? Like, what could the conversations even be? You're not cleared. What are you going to learn today that you didn't learn back in February and March and April and May and all of these different things from law enforcement? Because then that would be on you. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to obtain new information, right? If you're trying to obtain new information and it has to do with meetings that take place often, well, shouldn't you have been doing that back? You know what? You see where I'm coming from? Shouldn't you have been doing it back in February? Back in March? Back in April? Right. That's basically what the. So where's the value in those meetings, right? Well, if that's what if that's what law enforcement is doing, check this out cuz this is effed up. If that's what law enforcement is doing and preventing if by not clearing Seth, preventing him from getting the extra resources that he could get because he's cleared, if they're playing that game with Seth, that's effed up. If they're playing that game with any parent, that's effed up. Because if not clearing a parent, if not clearing a parent interferes with the investigation that doesn't include a parent, that's effed up. That's effed up. Like, and I'm just gonna say it in Seth's situation. Not clear because Seth is the one that's been saying, hey, I need to be cleared so I can get these extra resources. He's been saying it for months. Why do you think he had that petition going on months ago wanting to get cleared? Because it's like, yo. So I'll use Seth in that situation. If Seth didn't have anything to do with it and he was not being cleared because that interferes with their progress, boy, that I'm gonna start suing people. There's gonna be some lawsuits flying around. Because if that's the kind of game that they're playing and preventing me as a parent from getting the extra resources that I could get by being cleared, and you're playing that effing game with me, oh, there's going to be some lawsuits coming. I hope to God that's not what's happening, Karen. I hope not. Because that's messed up. SK, in my opinion, they're trying to soften Seth up as they've been treating him as a person. They're trying to get info. They should have been doing it in February. That's what I'm saying as well in that situation, SK. They should have been doing it. Shame on them. They should have been doing it in February, March, and April. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing now? Why are you doing it now? Then shame on them. Shame on them. And that's what I'm saying. What is this? That's really, you go back to the beginning and you listen. We've seen the first live that Seth did. The first live, and he went through day 1 and day 2, and he was telling you how they were treating him already. And he didn't start saying negative stuff about the investigation or the people involved in the investigation until like freaking beginning of April. He wasn't public about it. Then he started saying some stuff. Then he would sneak stuff in at different situations and whoop, little bloop here, little bloop there. You would, and some meetings about, hey, what do you know? I don't know. What do you know? I don't know. Nothing. Okay, cool. See you next week. That's supposed to be the renewed faith after somebody gets to the point of being public about the investigation and being public about the people involved in the investigation 8 freaking months ago, and then just a couple weeks ago, definitely got this renewed faith. Definitely. What? Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome, right? That's awesome because that's what, maybe there's something, maybe there's a direction, maybe there's You know, like I said, there is a victim that they saved. Do you recognize this young boy? Yes, I seen him. You know what I'm saying? Something. I can't see. Hey, we're going to meet each week and we're going to be buddy buddy. Hey, do you want a Sprite? Do you want a water? Do you want a Pepsi? What do you want? You want some crackers? What can we give for you? What do you know? Nothing. What do you know? Nothing. All right, we'll see you next week. You can take those crackers with you if you want. I know you didn't open them, but go ahead and take them if you want. Like what? And if it really is, oh, we're just trying to get information. You should have done it in Feb. Listen, when we heard the first live and we heard how Seth was being treated and how they were flipping the bed over, ripping the sheets off, and it's like, bro, if that was my missing kid, I'm gonna tell you right now, if that was my missing kid's room, and that was the way that he made his bed, and you're gonna sit there and flip the mattress and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh, you just ripped apart my heart, motherfucker. You're gonna tell me they didn't ask him the questions back then that they're all of a sudden asking him now to get information? Come on. He already said how he was being treated. You don't think? Yeah, they asked him those questions. They asked him. It's a bunch of. It's why I had the show last night. What the F? I've been gone a week. I did a lot of, deep soul, mind, heart, thinking, reflecting, all sorts of shit for 6 days. I came out of the cave. I sat around for a couple days just kind of peeping. And I'm like, what the F is going on in this case? You got this person versus this person making comedy skits about parents. You got this person complaining about this person, complaining about them, and all this other stuff. And I'm just sitting here going, what the F if Sebastian was found tomorrow and somebody said, look, Sebastian, social media, they were bringing attention, and Sebastian comes along some of these damn shows and is just like, oh my gosh. Oh wow. What's up, Daddy's girl? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And thank you all for being here. It's just and it's like, what the F, man? And then and it's like this too. And it's what, listen, if you missed the show last night, it's only an hour and a half. Check it out. There's a lot of stuff that I said from the heart, because last night it was like, and then you wake up this morning. And then you see, could this be Sebastian? Oh my gosh. And I just had a conversation last night. Chipping away at armor of the family's loved ones, and you listen. Like I said, I need a new prescription for my glasses. Mine ain't that bad. If yours are that bad, stick to cooking shows. F up a cheeseburger. Don't F up somebody's justice or emotions or pull at people's heartstrings. Because you ain't using your freaking common sense? It's so freaking disgusting. It's why I sat there and I was like, is this? Because look, I ain't about this fucking click shit. I ain't about this, hey, attention, hey. I ain't about it. I'm about the victims, families, and communities. And when I come out of my cave of reflection and I sit there and I see this and I'm just like, what the hell? Look at this. Shit's falling from my desk. Because I'm thinking about the loved ones, I'm thinking about the family members, I'm thinking about the victims themselves, and I'm sitting there going, they're already missing that chunk of armor because of what took place to their loved one. And this is just chipping more away at it. It's just chipping more away. Hey, guess what? Did you see? Hey, is this him? Oh my gosh, hold on. Let me see. Is it him? No. Quit effing with families, man. Hold on. Contribution call out. And yes, I apologize with what YouTube did to me for a week and a half there. It dropped like, I think, almost 60 of you from the membership. So I want to say thank you to Daddy's Girl for the 5 gifted membership. Thank you so much. Oh, it's good. It's all good, guidance. I just can't listen. I have to approach it like the same thing can happen in a week, a month, a year. And did it alter because like I said, you guys know, before any of this stuff took place, I was in the process of trying to get an RV. I was going to be doing a lot of transitioning. I was going to be going to not only broaden from the Midwest and the East Coast, but broaden it to the whole United States. And then when this took place, it really just, I'm still, even though the stuff, I lost a lot with what took place, and also it just yeah, I honestly, I know what I want to do is just I don't, we're still trying to, there's still a process that I just basically have to, because listen, I've always been the type of person that has tried to be about the truth, respect, both sides, always, all of it. Have always been that way. And for that to happen to me, when you see a lot of the stuff that other people say and they just get to go free reign with it, which is crazy damaging, I don't understand. I really don't understand. And so, because I always approach, even with all of my searches and any of the work that I do out there in the field, even here on the show, it's always about trying to do it the right way, going about it the right way, doing the right thing, because we're about that goal of nothing but justice and truth for any of these people that we're trying to help. And And when that happened to me, I was like, what the F? Like, so when that took place, it, not that I totally depended on the YouTube shows, it was just an addition to the mission, because it's very minimal. Um, I stretch everything that I can. And so there's different parts that I needed to, it's different gears that had to work together in order for, and when one of the gears went out, when YouTube went out, it was like, okay, well, one of my gears went out. Now I have to approach the future that gear, this one right here, can literally go out at any moment in time. And so I'm still trying to figure out how I can get some kind of pulley that can, if that gear F's up, that pulley is still kind of keeping it, So that's what I'm still trying to figure out. But I'm glad that, I don't know, whatever. Like I said, I'm still missing a lot of stuff that I should have had, but it is what it is. But I don't know. The mission that and the Myrtle Beach team knows, because I explained a lot to them about the whole, it was literally going to be the whole United States, maybe possibly going into Canada in the future, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, I don't know. I just better keep it. Because I'm still a little bitter about BS that took place when it comes to what they did to me and the mission and the goals, the 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 places I wanted to reach, the communities I wanted to reach, the bigger plans to help more communities at the same time, on a daily basis all across the United States. There's a lot of things, and it's like, you know what? It wasn't even about anything, any kind of personal gain. It was more about being able to have opportunities to be able to be there to help people even more and in more ways. And that's where I'm just like, why did this happen? And then it's like, oh, guess what? Well, here's this back, even though we weren't going to give it back to you for a few months. And then at the same time, we're just going to go ahead and take a good chunk of all of this right here. And yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm trying to figure out that pulley that can kind of, when that gear goes out, because it will. Listen, when one part becomes faulty, it's probably going to keep taking place. Let's just be honest. So I have to find that pulley, and that's what I'm still trying to discover. So, all right, you guys. Well, I just wanted to hang out with y'all for a little bit. I know there's plenty of heavy hitters on. I just wanted to hang out with you guys. I told you I was gonna get. Yes, I know. I need to finish it. They keep. I started it and then I was like, this is weird. And they keep reaching out to me. I definitely gotta finish that up too. Definitely. Because with them reaching out, it was a very kind effort and a very thoughtful invitation, and so I do appreciate that. Yeah, but I wanted to hang out with you guys. I told you guys last night that I'd be on again. Just wanted to hear from you guys, whether it's in chat or if you wanted to call. We'll do another call in. I don't know, maybe next weekend or something. But tomorrow night I'm gonna be live. I'm not sure what yet though, because it's been a long time since we had a game night, and I think maybe that's what we need. I'm just, I don't know. You just see, unless there's something breaking that goes on, because I don't, who knows, something breaking might happen tomorrow, but unless there's something breaking, I think we need to play some Price is Right and stuff like that. And also, I do have a lot of stuff to still give away. Earrings and bracelets and ducks and all sorts of things I still need to give away. So maybe we'll do like a game show and a giveaway night. We'll give out some earrings and stuff tomorrow night or something too. All right, y'all. Thank you all so much. Appreciate it. Definitely check out last night's show if you haven't. There's a lot of stuff from the heart about this situation with, YT, and then also just all the dumb stuff going on with the case. It's just horrible. Oh, contribution call out. You are the mom of Angel. Thank you so much. And the angel. That's one of the things that was really hurting me the most, because I was like, man, these people are so beautiful and I can't even highlight stuff for them anymore. I was tore up, but I'm glad we're back. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back tomorrow, and then throughout the week, we're going to be going through different, not only Sebastian. I don't know, we'll still talk about Sebastian, but there's some other cases we're going to be getting into coming up this week as well. Some old ones and some new ones that we're going to start discussing too. So thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a safe evening. Appreciate you very much. Love you guys too. And just thank you all for being a part of the community. And just thank you all for being you, because really without you, and I'll keep saying it until I'm gone from this planet, without you all, I couldn't do any of this stuff that I'm doing. That's why y'all mean so much. Good night.
Domestic related?
4.